Welcome to the party, pal. Your friendly neighborhood master chaos. Back with you once again for your daily dose of movie love and your next review of Roundup. I bring you some bad news. Behind me is Fry's Electronics. Fry's is closing. I wanted to try and get inside the store, but not letting anybody in. Let's go take a closer look. I've got a ton of movies to talk about today. We'll do one here in front of Fry's, but first, let's go check in on Fry's. An employee here taking a one last picture, just like I am. I don't know how long he's worked here, but party's over. Kind of a shame. Let's see what the signage says out front. There's a sign, a couple signs. They all say the same thing. Okay, dear Fry's customer, this location is permanently closed. We appreciated your business over the last 36 years. Please refer to frys.com for additional information. That's it, it's over, man. It's over. That's a shame. Well, maybe one last look inside. Love to see the Alice. Oh, that's the last time I was here. It's been a while. Let's see if we can focus in here. Yeah, one last look inside. Whoop. There we go. Is that better? Yeah, it's tricky because of the window. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay, Fry's. Goodbye. That's a shame. What am I going to do with all that stuff? All the Alice stuff? Oh, well. Farewell. Well, it's a sad, tragic state of affairs, but we've been to Fry's a few times fairly recently. Last time was in Vegas. Haven't been in here in a long time. But we saw that the stores were falling apart. The shelves were bare. And I kept asking, is this going out of business? Are you guys going out of, everything being sold off? What's going on? And they're like, oh, no, we're just moving things around, waiting on inventory and stuff like that. Whatever, I guess you could buy it for a little bit during the pandemic. But, even though Best Buy's shelves are bare, they still have new stuff coming in. So, anyway, it was a sign of the times. Everybody knew that this was going to happen. But now it's official. Fry's is gone. I'm going to miss this place. I really am. This is one of my favorite stores in California. It was, anyway, a few years back. I bonded over this store with my friend, Wet Movie 1. We spent a lot of time in here. And now it's gone. Fortunately, it is gone. But while we're here talking about a dinosaur, perfect place to talk about the Flintstones. This is the Blu-ray box set. All 6 seasons, plus 2 bonus movies. I got this from subscriber Bill Dowd. He sent this to me a long time ago. I finally had a chance to watch a good portion of it. Not every episode. Obviously, I don't have the time for every episode, but I watched a good portion of the first season and the last season specifically, so I like to see the differences. And a whole bunch of special features. Not a lot of features, honestly. A little bit. Namely, there's a documentary on the history of the Flintstones, and then animation, that kind of stuff. So I loved all that stuff. You get the 2 bonus movies, which is the Flintstones and WWE Stone Age SmackDown. I've never seen it. And The Man Called Flintstone, which is the James Bond riff starring Fred and everybody else, I guess. Plus the original pilot, which is really weird, but it's fun to see. Now, it doesn't have the movies. It's just the animated stuff, the original or the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. It comes in this nice little case. And you get season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. And they come bundled. Hopefully nothing's loose in here. They come bundled like this. Just as a heads up, so you guys know what it looks like inside. If you like the Flintstones, if you love kind of recapturing that era of Saturday morning cartoons, especially for my age group, if you're in your 40s, you grew up watching the Flintstones. Really fun stuff. I'm so glad that Bill sent this to me. Bill, thank you so much. This is amazing. I love having this in the collection and sharing it with my children. Really great. And they look amazing. They look amazingly cleaned up here on Blu-ray. But you do see a lot of imperfections, like if there's dirt on the animated cell, or a hair, or a smudge, you pick all that up on Blu-ray 100%. Okay, my friend, that's physical media number 1, technically 2. We're gonna bid adieu to Fry's and continue on with the Roundup. Let's head on out of here. Let's stop in at Walmart real quick. Going on a bit of a toy hunt. And Little Master is joining us for this episode, right? Are you jogging? That's good. Okay. Don't get killed. Don't get killed. Exploring the movie section, and I found this. This looks really nice. This is the Steven Universe Complete Collection. Of course, this is the Cartoon Network animated series that comes with Steven Universe the movie, and Steven Universe Future, which I'm not sure about, like a spin-off show or what. But if you're a fan of Steven Universe, they've got this beautiful collection. Ooh, what did you find?
I don't know what this is.
The Call. It looks creepy. But look what else is here. True Detective, another big TV show box set. Complete season 1 through 3.
Looks weird.
I only saw the first season of this. DVD? Oh, it's a DVD. Oh, forget it. What'd you find?
This?
Oh, yeah.
And then why this?
We're very familiar with this.
The doll looks so bad.
It's awful. What'd you find, little master?
What the heck?
What? Is that you?
No, that's the guy.
Oh, gross.
This is the guy, look.
Gross. Gross.
It's the guy. It's the guy.
That's you. Gross, man. Yeah. Okay, the object of my affection, and the reason I'm at Walmart is a friend of mine told me that the No Time to Die bullet-riddled Bentley, or no, was it a Bentley? No, it's an Aston Martin. What am I talking about? Bentley is here at Walmart, and he showed me a picture, but I can't find it. It doesn't seem to be here, which is a bummer. They do have a few behind the case here. It's big glass. I don't know why it's protected, but it is. And none of these are the ones that I want, though. Fast and the Furious, Wonder Woman's jet. Nope, this is not James Bond. Very disappointed. Well, since I'm here, I might as well continue my collection of my poo head and pea head babies. Let me see, which one do I need? I don't have this one. He's a pea head. What do you think? Pretty cool, right?
Like pea and poop head?
Yeah, should I get these?
No.
Well, we're done at Walmart. I'm going to step into Sprouts, my local grocery store, to grab something in a minute. Before I do that, let's talk about the Code Red release of Mary, Mary, Bloody Mary. Now, this is kind of a vampire story. It's really weird. It's a little different than what you would expect. It's a little different than what I was expecting. If you've seen George Romero's Martin, this is what you get with this. Now, I'm not a fan of George Romero's Martin at all. I think it's not a good movie. I think it's pretty boring. And I have the same feelings about Mary, Mary, Bloody Mary here from Code Red. I was so excited to revisit this, but boy, this is a boring-ass movie. No special features to speak of. It is just a slow character piece about a girl who kills people and drinks their blood, but we don't know why. The best parts are when the man, the myth, the legend, John Carradine, shows up as her father, and he kills a couple people. That's when the movie really lightens up and brightens up and has some life and energy. But beyond that, it's a pretty boring movie. I don't recommend Mary, Mary, Bloody Mary at all. Maybe 1 star. I'm going to go with 1 star. Check this new brand of ice cream out. It's called Brave Robot. Got vanilla, raspberry white truffle, butter pecan, peanut butter and fudge. But check out what it says right below it. Animal-free dairy. What the hell is that? This energy drink sounds like the title for a direct-to-video action movie, Kill Cliff Ignite, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme and, Olivier Gruner. How about that? Now, this is about the greatest find ever. Oh my god, gluten-free Hot Pockets. They've got cheese, ham and cheese, and my personal favorite, a pepperoni pizza pocket. Hell yeah! As we speed up to our next location, let's talk about our next film, and that is from Garage House Pictures, Foes, A Chilling Tale of Alien Terror. And boy, I really, really wish it was. I really wish it was. I love a good alien movie, but this, frankly, sucked. So bad. So bad. It says Close Encounters of the Unkind. Nope. More like the boring kind. There's nothing here to write home about. From 1977, 91 minutes. This is about the most boring alien abduction movie ever made. And I think there's a really good reason why this movie's lost. Foes. I'd never heard about it before, but I was intrigued because I love alien movies. I love alien abduction movies. I think they're the scariest kind of movies, in my opinion. The best scene is when one of the people gets abducted and returned like this, like a burning skeleton. That's pretty creepy. But the rest of the movie is people, like these two people right here, looking out over the water as a stationary UFO, as evidence here by the cover, as a stationary UFO just kind of floats there and does pretty much nothing. Are there aliens in this movie? No. What you do get is light beams. Beams of light, similar to like what you see here. See that glare of the sun? That's the alien in the movie. It's just like little light, like beams of light, like basically J.J. Abrams lens flares. That's the alien in this movie. Completely ridiculous, boring as hell, highly unrecommended. 1 star for foes. Not a very auspicious start to my Garage House Pictures collection. Look at that creepy girl. Little Master's always freaked out by this girl with the white eyes. Ooh.
Why does she look like possessed?
I don't know. I think she is. It's because she's watching you.
She looks possessed.
Yeah, she's watching you. Okay, while the car charges, it's been a while since we've been into World Market. Let's see what crazy stuff we can find. This is a lot of Ruth Bader Ginsburg stuff. Who'd have thought she'd have action figures? This place has everything. Canned wine, red Moscato, some unicorn bubbly, and then of course a bag of hot pickle. Ugh. Top it all off with a strip of meat candy. This is just a strip of cooked bacon. A strip of cooked, what? Or what, is it like a, what? Okay, that's a spicy one. This is a sweet and spicy, and this is just a sweet. So does it have like a sugar glaze or something? That's weird. Why would you buy just a, how much is a stick of bacon? One bacon is $2.50. Yikes. Water and soda section has like a little tunnel. Little Master loves tunnels. I like this. Nothing too interesting here in the Asian section, but I did find this. Café du Monde, the original French market coffee stand. Coffee and chicory. This is my favorite. So we're done at World Market and the car is just about charged, but we have just enough time to discuss our next film, our next pair of films. This is not only my first Eureka Films review, this is my first Eureka Films Blu-ray collection in my collection. This is a double feature here of early, super early John Woo movies. Now we know John Woo as the master of the bullet ballet. Here, no guns in sight, swords and fists. And one of my questions as a fan of martial arts and a fan of Hong Kong cinema is, did John Woo and Jackie Chan, my favorite martial artist, ever make a movie together? The answer is yes, and it's one of these movies. Let's start off with my favorite, though. My favorite here is, of course, The Last Hurrah for Chivalry. A very wordy title. It gets stuck in the mouth. It doesn't flow, but it's a masterpiece. I would hasten to say it's John Woo's masterpiece. I love Hard Boiled. I think that's my favorite movie of his. But this is right up there with script and directing, probably kicking Hard Boiled's ass, to be honest. It's about a swordsman who is hired by a displaced lord who is looking to get revenge on some evil gang members who've taken over his property, his school, and his territory and stuff like that. All these Hong Kong movies are about, hey, you disrespected my school, you disrespected my property, I have the best kung fu, or I have the best swordplay, let's fight. That's basically what happens here. But Last Hurrah for Chivalry is the ultimate double-cross movie. You cannot trust anybody. And that's what makes the movie so much fun to watch. It is unpredictable. You know how hard it is for someone like me to find an unpredictable movie? Last Hurrah for Chivalry is unpredictable. Not only that, it features some amazing sword fighting. It's different than some of the usual martial arts stuff we get of fists and punches. Sword fights, fantastic stuff. I highly recommend you check out Last Hurrah for Chivalry. Looks amazing on here, by the way. Second movie on here is The Hand of Death, that stars Jackie Chan in a supporting role. And he does some stuff in the movie that I never thought Jackie Chan would ever do or had ever done in a movie. I'm not going to spoil it here, but I was shocked by what he does in the movie. He's a good guy, don't worry. Sammo, however, plays a bad guy. Now, I don't know the cinema of Sammo Hung too well, but I'm pretty sure this might be one of the only times he plays a villain. But he gets some really good fights in here. Jackie gets some really good fights in here with like a spear and some good stuff. They're not the leads, though. The movie is essentially Shaolin monks versus Manchurian kung fu guys who want to get rid of the Shaolin temples all across China. that kind of thing. You know, my school versus your school kind of thing. It's okay. It's not the best. I was expecting something a little better. You know, after watching Last Hurrah, I thought, whoa, wow, Hand of Death is going to be a masterpiece. It's a good movie, though. It's a solid movie, and it's fun to see Jackie sort of playing, not so much against type, but playing a very different character and playing a supporting character. But that really blew my mind. Basically, he's not the lead of this movie, but he does a good job supporting the cast. You have 1080 presentation, 2K restoration. You've got all the audio tracks that you would ever want. You know, English subtitles, commentaries, and interviews with John Woo talking about the movies, which I thought those were very enlightening. Some really, like, about, I'd say 12 to 15 minute interviews with John Woo. My favorite on here is Chivalry. Fantastic masterpiece of a movie. Highly recommend you get this set from Eureka Films. Heads up, it is Region B only, so you have to have an unlocked player or, you know, something that can play region-free discs. But it's so worth it. Highly, highly recommend it. I got yourself off Amazon. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's on sale in the store, in the Eureka store anymore. But I found it on Amazon. I love it. I'm so glad to have it. Eureka Films. I am a big fan. Stay tuned for more Eureka Films because tomorrow I'm tackling the Once Upon a Time in China trilogy, which is really a quadrilogy. That's going to be my box set review Sunday pick. So Once Upon a Time in China from Eureka Films coming tomorrow. But this, get this immediately. Oh, Criterion, I love you so. This is my favorite label. 100% my favorite label. I spent way too much at the flash sale that happened fairly recently. You'll know all about it. Stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a mail day Monday, and you'll see all the goodies I got from Criterion. Love this label. This is real cool. I'm not sure if you guys know about this. Super Mario Legos. This is amazing. Looks like there's some kind of a starter course. You might have to buy that at the register. There's blind bags. And then just the regular little Lego pieces. You can build the little individual characters. I don't know what, that's not even a character. I'm not even sure what that is. Oh, like an outfit. Okay, yeah, so these are, you get the little figure and then you build the outfit. You can give them a little tanuki. And then here's the sets themselves. That's cool. Looks like there's 20% off television favorites. And I would recommend Kolchak, the Night Stalker. But I would wait, because I believe Kino is releasing the entire series on Blu-ray in October 2021. Doesn't this look like the most peaceful job?
Why?
Working at the bookstore?
Yeah.
Just sort of, it's nice and quiet in here. Peaceful. Love it. Next up from Indicator Powerhouse, Charlie Varick. Now this has been on my list for a while. I can't believe I've never seen it before, and I love old classic movies and 70s hard-boiled bank heist type films, and I guess Walter Matthau's probably what threw me for a loop, because Walter Matthau's not the type of guy that you would normally see doing these type of kind of like, you know, hard-hitting, killer, cold-blooded type movies. Walter Matthau's like a silly, funny guy, at least as far as I knew him. But here he is, kicking ass in a Don Siegel movie, and I can see why people love it. This is definitely one of the best bank heist movies ever. It's not so much about the heist, but the fallout. Really great stuff. Really, really great stuff. The amazing Joe Don Baker is in this. Here's the special features. I'm not going to read them all, but feel free to pause and take a look at them yourself. Hopefully it'll be steady enough for you to pause. But, you know, I really enjoyed this movie. 1973, 111 minutes. It's just a great, solid, muscly American crime picture. Don Siegel killed it. Walter Matthau does an amazing job. Joe Don Baker's in this. He does an amazing job as well. Highly recommend it here. Indicator Powerhouse's release looks gorgeous. Almost looks like a brand new movie. My little sidekick fell asleep. Good morning.
I woke up early, that's on time.
Sure. Well, as we wind up this roundup, I think we deserve a little treat. A little calf treat. Ooh. Ice cream and milkshakes. This is gonna be good. Ooh, look at this cow. What the heck? Look, he's got socks. You like his socks? Yeah, some cool socks, man.
Oh, and a mask.
Ooh. Lots of stuff on the menu here. Good stuff. Ice creams and milkshakes and sundaes. We're getting a milkshake. And the flavors are thusly. We're getting banana brown sugar. That sounds so good. Okay, one little last treat as we wrap up this episode. I've got one amazing review for you, so stay tuned for that. It's a dilly of a doozy. Little Calf, I believe, is a California-only establishment, locally owned and operated since 2015. It's fairly new, but they do milkshakes and ice creams and sundaes. Good stuff. Banana burnt sugar. You want to be first? Okay, I'll get the movie ready that we're going to be talking about. It's a dilly of a doozy. It's the most recent movie I've ever done so far. I'll review Roundup. What do you think?
Ooh, I taste the banana.
It's good?
It's good.
It's good. It's a little lighter on the banana than I would have expected. I thought it'd be like a bigger banana punch.
Yeah, like I taste the whipped cream more than the banana, but I taste the banana and the whipped cream.
Look at this cool straw. I'll go crazy on that. Okay, so last movie of the day is right here, the very excellent Mr. Dundee. Now, good news and bad news with this. This is not Crocodile Dundee 4. The name here is sort of a trick. What it is, though, is a Curb Your Enthusiasm style take on Paul Hogan's current acting career. What I mean is, if you've seen, Curb Your Enthusiasm, that style of sort of down and out guy who keeps messing up and keeps putting his foot in his mouth and sort of a series of slapsticky. This is definitely more slapsticky, I think, than Curb Your Enthusiasm is. We meet Paul Hogan, who is playing himself. He's 80 years old. I mean, he looks pretty good for 80 years old here. And he's trying to rebuild his career. They're trying to pitch reboots of Crocodile Dundee and like stupid stuff like, oh, Will Smith can play your son. You know, kind of silly, goofy takes on Hollywood, sort of lambasting, all that kind of stuff. And then throughout the movie, he meets up with his old pals like John Cleese. They got John Cleese in the movie for multiple scenes. They got Chevy Chase for one scene, but it's a really funny sequence. Olivia Newton-John, of course, a famous Australian, and my buddy Reginald VelJohnson, who is actually a pal. I was able to drive him home one night and got to hang and chat with him for a while. Me and Wet Movie One had quite an adventure with him one night. Something seriously out of a movie. It's hilarious. That's a story for another time, but Wet Movie did make a video on it. Now, the movie itself, Wayne Knight's also in this, by the way. Crazy, like crazy cast. The movie is essentially him trying to rebuild his career, but him putting his foot in his mouth constantly. So, sort of a slapsticky comedy. If you like stuff like Curb Your Enthusiasm and sort of slapsticky, kind of goofy takes on Hollywood, you're going to enjoy the hell out of the very excellent Dundee. Now, you don't know Crocodile Dundee, right?
Yeah.
You do know or you don't know?
Do not know.
If you don't know Crocodile Dundee, this is not going to move off the shelves whatsoever. So this is not built for a new audience. This is built for us, the people who remember Crocodile Dundee, people who grew up with Crocodile Dundee. Something I learned from the movie that I didn't know before is that Mr. Hogan he was huge in Australia. Before Crocodile Dundee, he had a sort of a comedy variety show, kind of like an SNL skit show type of thing, that ran for like 14 years, and so that's where he got his fame from. He was known as the Everyman in Australia. And you know what? Hogs is the Everyman. He's such a likable guy. He's such a likable Everyman. His reactions are very genuine. And I really wish he would get more work and not just sort of lampooning himself or Crocodile Dundee. So hopefully this opens doors for him, but I don't know. I mean, this went straight to Target, so I don't know. But I enjoyed the movie with the caveat that you have to know Crocodile Dundee to really get into it and really embrace it and really have fun with it. If you don't know it, you're not going to really know what the hell's going on or really give a crap. Anyway, this is the last review. I suggest you check it out if you know Dundee. And I suggest that you get yourself a milkshake and enjoy the rest of your day, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, pal. I love you just the way you are. Take care of yourself. You're important. You matter. And we remain...
to be continued.